And welcome back to Busch Stadium for Game 1 of the 2000 National League Championship Series. The New York Mets, St. Louis Cardinals.
There's the right-hander. 29 during the regular season, Darryl Kile.
Darryl Kile is happy to be back at sea level.
Where so many major leaguers are so short on fundamentals. Timo Perez is not in that category, and that's a rocket down the right field line into the corner. Good start for the Mets as Perez has a leadoff double. Here come the Mets, and there's Timo starting it for New York. Runner at second, nobody out, and the 0-1 from Kile. Squirts away, Perez down to third. Great base running, and he's there with nobody out. You talk about the fundamentals, and you talk about being on your toes. That ball hit the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hernandez puts down the signs, and Kile misses with ball 4. A double, a wild pitch, and now a walk. Let's go to Bob Brenly.
Joe, you mentioned the injury to Mike Matheny. Tony La Russa said he will use him as a 7th coach on the staff. Rick Wilkins, another catcher.
First and third, nobody out for Piazza, and he hits a ball fair past third and down toward the corner. A first inning run at least for the Mets as Perez scores. It's a double, and it's second and third, still nobody out. A double, a wild pitch, a walk, another double. And the Mets have come firing out of the gate here in St. Louis.
Major damage here in the first.
All smiles down there as Ventura pops one into left field. They will test the arm of Drew. Alfonso takes off. The throw is into third. It's 2-0 Mets here in the first inning on a sac fly by Robin Ventura. The Mets during the division series didn't get much of anything. Over 200 home runs in his career. The 1-2. On the inside corner, 2 out. And Zeal has a word or two or a look for Bruce Fleming, the home plate umpire.
Todd thought the ball was inside.
Runner at second with 2 out. 2 runs home for the Mets, and that's a tester for Renteria to his left. First half inning is over. But the Mets jump on top. A leadoff double by Perez. After a wild pitch, a walk to Alfonso.
Mike Hampton 1-1 against the Cardinals this year. He beat the Cardinals 4-2 back on May 26th. But he must come inside to left-handers in order to go away.
To the right side, Alfonso to his left. Viñas retired 4-3. Edgardo Alfonso so solid at second base the rest of that.
Rarely see this pitch called anymore.
Up the middle, Renteria has a 1-out base hit. Still 2-2 on Edmonds. 2-0 Mets here in the first inning of Game 1. To the right side for Alfonso. They get the lead runner. What a good play by Edgardo Alfonso. They force Renteria at second. Score at 4-6, and it's 2 out. A ball and 2 strikes, and Davis floats one into center. Base hit. Edmonds over to third. It's first and third, 2 out. The 3-1. That'll load him up. 2 hits and a walk in the inning. St. Louis trailing 2-0 in the first inning. Bases loaded, 2 out. To the second baseman, Alfonso. The flip in the inning is over. So the Cardinals threaten. They leave the bases loaded after 1. Game 1. St. Louis 2-0 Mets.
Divisional series against the Braves.
Gets that one in his pocket if he wanted to. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's one for Edmonds right on cue. 1 out.
Yep.
Mike Timlin. 2 Cardinals. 2 balls and a strike. That's the third for Polanco. Yet as a group, the Orioles stunk. You figure it out. 2 out, nobody on, and Hampton will bat.
You see, you're often Used to seeing pitchers lope to first base, not Hampton.
He grounds to Vigna. Just busting it out of the batter's box there. Boy, you nailed that one.
Woo! Usually he runs hard to first.
He'll be winded when he goes back to the mound. A ball and 2 strikes. The opposite way, right to Bordick. 1 away. Soft line drive, and Drew's retired. That'll bring in Polanco. You don't buy all that stuff about Hampton not being a New York kind of guy for the Dodgers over the years, and now one of their coaches. Zeal with a backhanded stab, 2 away. It was Manny Mota who championed the cause of Polanco and put him on a select team in the Dominican.
But I can't think of a pitcher that's been successful in Denver yet.
2-out walk to Kile, and the second walk handed out by Hampton tonight. Here is the statistical backup.
He can walk right into it. He was hit 28 times this year to lead the National League.
Into left center field, slicing away from Peyton, but he's there, and the Cardinals are finished in the second. No runs, no hits, a walk, a man left after 2-0 Mets. Back after this from your local Fox station.
He slaps the ball over Polanco's head. That's one of his weapons in his arsenal.
There it is, and it's foul, and it's caught. Carlos Hernandez 1 away. Score 1 for Brenly down on field level.
Amen, brother. And then the double to tie it off Rob Nen in game 3 sent it to 13.
Sidearm delivery and off the glove of Kile to the second baseman Vigna. 1-4-3, 2 out.
And Alfonso's double to make it 4-0. As the Cardinals beat the Giants. John forgot he was wearing the mic.
And those are the sound bites we usually use. That's back up the middle. The Monsters 2 for 2. Not even thinking about his time spent in the cage. I guess he's talking about the 3 for 14 start to this postseason. Let's go back to Stearns. 2 for 2, and the batter is Ventura, who hit a sac fly into left his first time up. Gets under this one and flies it to center for Edmonds. This game goes to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Renteria, Edmonds, Davis coming up. It's 70 back in 1998. 1 ball, 1 strike. Renteria fights it off, pops it up. Zeal on the other end, 1 out. Crowd trying to get into it. Hampton deals, and Edmonds shoots it the other way. A 1-out base hit. One of 3 St. Louis hits. That gets away from Piazza, and Edmonds down to second with 1 out. Three balls, 2 strikes on Davis. Got him over the inside corner, 2 out.
We talked about how the Cardinals
into a tailspin, but then Clark came here, picked up the spirits, helped the team play better, and now he grounds to first. Zeal corrals it, feeds Hampton, and the inning is over. A 1-out hit by Edmonds, a wild pitch put him at second. He stayed there, and after 3, 2-0 New York. Aaron Ruth, Mays, Robinson. Off the end of the bat, shallow right. Eric Davis, 1 out. Bob?
Yeah, Joe, Frank Robinson was my first manager in the major leagues with the San Francisco Giants. At the time, I was a 28-year-old rookie at the big leagues that had no idea what I was doing.
Are head to Seattle after an off day tomorrow. They resume play on Friday. That series even at 1 apiece.
Walker off the end of the bat, back to Kile, and Agbayani's retired. 1-3, 2 out.
Contemplating.
2 out, nobody on for Jay Payton, the 27-year-old rookie. Into right for Eric Davis, a late break on it, diving try, and he caught it. Wow. Inning over, and for Kile, his second 1-2-3 inning of the night.
Not only a low ball hitter, but a low ball catcher, too.
Healthy catcher. That's Eli Marrero, the other catcher on the bench tonight for Tony La Russa. Hernandez pops it up. A 3-2 delivery in foul territory for Zeal. One away. All right, before we give the answer, another 3-2 count. Drew waits with one out, nobody on, and checks his swing on ball 4. No, they say he went around. They appeal to the third base umpire, Dale Scott, and he rings up Drew, 2 out.
No argument from J.D. Drew.
Polanco grounded out to first, his first time up. Now checks on the left side of the diamond, and Bordick, the backhand and a throw, and that'll do it for St. Louis. In the fourth, we go to the 5th inning of game 1. 2-0 Mets. Perez will follow. 2-0 Mets. So far, Hampton has made those 2 first-inning runs stand up. Another one to third, a tricky hop. Polanco, 1 away.
Not only praise.
Favorite, they came up with a nickname, Super Joe. Stayed with him, now in a Mets uniform, active for this series. In the hole, Renteria. Backhanded stab and throw, and safe as Clark couldn't handle it. There's Hampton hustling all the way, and he's on with 1 out.
I told you he ran hard to first, didn't I?
When he smells a hit. A chopper off the plate. Kile, nice play, 1 unassisted. And Tim, with the speed of Perez, that might have been the only play the Cardinals had.
I was thinking the same thing.
Never had that edge with any sort of regularity. He's behind in the count to Alfonso. 2 balls and a strike. Ripped into left field. He's delivered again. Hampton will cruise around third and score, and it's 3-0 Mets in the 5th.
To second on the infield out by Perez, and scoring on the RBI single by Alfonso.
Now Piazza breaks his bat. Right side for Clark, and the half inning is over. But not before an infield hit by the pitcher Hampton, and a 2-out RBI hit by Edgardo. 3-0 Mets.
To make it 4-1. The Mets won that game 5-4, and then the game tying double off Rob Nin.
Kyle grounds to Ventura, 1 away.
And the 2-out double to make it 4-0 when the Mets clinched. And another 2-out RBI tonight.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Base hit Vigna. On base for the first time tonight. It gets behind the left fielder Agbayani, and Vigna will cruise into second. Likely a hit and an error. The 0-1-2 Renteria to the left of Bordick. 2 out.
Nice play by Bordick, and the reason it was
0-2, now it's 2-2. Edman strikes out, could not hold up. 3 strikeouts for Hampton in 5 innings in the books in game 1. No runs, 1 hit, an error, 1 left. A lot of pacing in that dugout, and some of the Cardinal relievers get up and start to at least move around and get the blood flowing. There's ball 4. A 4-pitch walk, and the second walk handed out by Kile tonight. It starts the 6th inning.
Keep in mind that both bullpens.
He's at first on the move, and Zeal flies the ball into right for Eric Davis. 1 away here in the 6th inning. It'll bring in Agbayani, who hit the game-winning home run in the 13th inning of Game 3 of the division series. Agbayani was at the highest level in the minor leagues during that spring. He grounds to third. Polanco goes to second for the force out. Agbayani was carried on the trip. Ended up hitting a grand slam in the second game of the season for the Mets' first win of the year. He has stayed put. That's to third to force out at second, and this game goes to the bottom of the sixth inning. It'll be Davis, Clark, Hernandez for St. Louis. Out in left field. The ball would pop out of the glove, and Eric Davis was left with a lacerated kidney, and then literally left behind in the Bay Area after the Reds won Game 4 in that 4-game sweep over Tony La Russa's Oakland A's. Lighter tomorrow night with all of that postseason experience, 14 games worth. Taking on the rookie and Kile as Clark hits one down the right field line. Ball's into the corner fair, and Clark will cruise into second with a one-out double. The Cardinals need to get something going here tonight against Hampton, with that matchup looming for tomorrow night.
Have looming in their dugout once again, Mark McGwire.
To the right side for Alfonso. 2 out, and Clark over to third.
Tony wouldn't have told us anyway, but I think Bobby, I think it was more of a rhetorical question.
To the shortstop, Bordick. Drew grounds out, and the Cardinals strand another. They have stranded 7. We're through 6, 3-0 Mets. Back after this from your local Fox station. The guys who get into the strategy, not that others don't, but guys who let you know that they are in the ballpark and in the dugout. Carlos Hernandez takes care of Bordick. 1 out here in the 7th inning, and here are Bobby Valentine's thoughts. Had that nickname, Top Step, letting you know that he's in the ballpark. And Tony La Russa, as Hampton chops one off the plate. Kile, good play, 2 out. Tony La Russa, Tim, was made famous, if he wasn't before the book came out, by George Will's book, Men at Work. To the shortstop, Renteria. Takes care of Timo and the Mets in the 7th. Time for this big crowd to stretch. Bottom 2 in the order coming up for St. Louis. They trail by 3. Mike James getting loose for the Cardinals out in their bullpen. Up the middle, Polanco starts in with a base hit.
He hit that ball off the ground, didn't he? That ball was about 3 inches off the ground. Had he not made contact.
Just stayed away, and Tatis is gone. Strikeout number 4 for Hampton, and a big one.
Well, as we said, Hampton is too smart, and so is Piazza.
3-2 to Vina. The tying run will come to the plate here in the 7th inning. A right-hander up now, but the lefty Edmonds on deck. One of the reasons why Hampton's staying in there. Renteria hits it well into right. Perez back. 2 out. Tagging going to third is Polanco, not running well at all, and it's 1st and 3rd, 2 away. Edmonds 1 out of 3 tonight. Into left center field, well hit. Back is Agbayani at the wall to make the catch. Edmonds came close. Fell about 10 feet short. We understand in the whole process of equal time, we tried to
conduct his foreign policy in that same vein.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Alfonso lines one into right. Eric Davis to his right, 1 away, and let's go down to Keith Olbermann. Keith.
Joe, the videotape of
2 balls, 2 strikes on Piazza. His first RBI of this postseason, back in the 1st inning with a double. Just jammed a bit. J.D. Drew waits for it. 2 out. Well, evidently the whole world heard Keith Olbermann. Good to know that Bobby's watching our program. He's been known to do that in years past.
Oh, yeah.
Ground ball to Clark to put out at first. Score it 3-1 on your NLCS Game 1 home scoring sheet. And it gives way to John Franco.
Oh, what a job by Mike Hampton as Franco enters the game.
He grew up in Brooklyn. He deals on 2-2, and he got Davis over the inside corner, 1 away. Second time tonight, Davis has been caught looking on an inside delivery from a left-hander, and
I think you can look for McGuire if the Cardinals get 2 on.
Clark lines one to center for Payton, and the first 2 Cardinals are gone here in the 8th inning. Look for Eli Marrero to be behind the plate tomorrow night with Kile pitching. Hernandez on with a 2-out single. 1 out of 4 tonight. In the air to left, on by there, and Franco does the job in the 8th. Game 1 goes to the 9th inning, and the Mets hanging on to their 3-0 lead. Bobby Valentine putting him back up in the number 5 position, and he's 0 for 3 so far. Gets into that ball into left center field, might lead. Dunston at the wall, leaps, and it's gone. Home run, Zeal. It's 4-0 Mets. With Hampton admiring that blast by Zeal. The guy who cut his teeth in the Cardinal organization just sinks his teeth into the Cardinal organization for the Mets, which really started their turnaround and their push toward the wild card. That's through the left side. Agbayani has his first hit. A homer, a base hit. We go back to the home run by Zeal and hear from still nobody out here in the top of the 9th inning. A 4-0 Mets lead. The batter's Jay Payton. And that's well hit down the left field line. That's got a chance into the corner and gone. Home run, Jay Payton. 2-run shot, 6-0 New York. Well, the other team from New York, the Yankees, had a 7-run 8th inning explosion in Game 2 earlier today at Yankee Stadium, and here in Game 1, the Mets have broken it open here in the top of the 9th inning.
There is no pitch from any pitcher.
1 ball, 1 strike. Bordick waits, and that hit Bordick on the hand. Bordick in some pain as he gets attention from Christensen, Jason Christensen, who the Cardinals picked up from the Pirates at the trading deadline. Blows a fastball by him for strike 1. Long top of the 9th inning for the Mets, and they lead by 6. Trammell is gone, 1 away.
This gives the Mets a huge advantage, perhaps going into Shea Stadium.
Off Christensen's glove to the shortstop Renneria. Everybody stretching all over the place, and the double play. 1-6-3 to send this game into the bottom of the 9th inning.
Scoring 24 runs in 3 games, and none here tonight.
Langford rips one into right field. That ball will go all the way to the wall, and Ray Langford with a pinch hit double. Armando Benitez in his history. Bobby Valentine turning to his closer in a 6-0 game to get him some work. He's given up a double. Now Tatis gets under one and flies it to left for McEwing. 1 out. Langford draws a throw, and he's back to second.
Enos Slaughter scoring the winning run in Game 7 on the double by Harry Walker.
Vina hits the ball into right. Perez coming to get it. 2 out. Langford stays put. And the Cardinals are down to their final out here in the 9th inning, and this could wrap up. For the shortstop, Abbott. The New York Mets will have to play on. Throw to the plate, safe. Langford running all the way. Makes it a 6-1 game. No shutout as Zeal couldn't hang on at first. No Bordick.
That's what sprained that right ankle.
2-0. Edmonds hits it hard into right. Perez coming, can't get it. It's past him all the way to the wall. Renteria will score. Edmonds will at least take third. He's there with 2 out, and it's a 6-2 Mets lead.
He's 1 for 8 lifetime against the Mets closer with 6 strikeouts in the 8 at-bats.
To the left side, Ventura guides it across, and now Game 1 belongs to the New York Mets. They take the opener of this 2000 National League Championship Series, and we've said it a couple of times already with Hampton on the mound tonight. Good work out of the bullpen.